Howdy and welcome to the Mighty Mo Show Channel. I'm Chuck, and today is Juneteenth. That's the stock market's closed today. I came up to the roadhouse and I was going to say, okay, what stocks do I need to trade today? Market's closed today. My first clue was one of the YouTube channels that I do to try to get an idea of which of the penny stock is probably not the right word, but one of the cheaper stocks, which one is gapping up, that game. Part of the stocks that do that, they're legit, and part of them are pump and dumps. But I'll look at them. I haven't actually traded stock at all this year, but I've got to start back trading it because, as you well know, if you watch my videos beyond the first few seconds, I got to make money. I've had a tragedy in my life. I don't have a cash flow. I'm living off savings, and every day is another day closer to economic doom. So I was gonna try to trade stock today, but the market's closed today, which is probably good. I really didn't wake up with a good feeling. Actually, I didn't sleep good last night. I guess it was about 2 or 3 o'clock. I got up and I come up to the roadhouse. I've been having some phone issues and all. And I tried to check on some stuff back on the back property where I got really sucky DSL, and the phone carrier, it went into that if you got sucky DSL, the sucky internet connection, you're most likely to have to verify because the upload speed is generally worse than the download speed, and when they're trying to fingerprint your computer and get that information to verify who you are, it doesn't work. So then they want to verify you, and part of my problem is my phone is not working correctly. It has not been. I think they finally got it fixed, but had not been working correctly, and they're going to verify their phone that this is not working correctly. My nightmare. Oh man, two-factor verification is the most insane, crazy crap they come up with, because the hackers know how to get around it. The hackers know how to get around it. If they really want to, or the government, if they really want to get into your accounts, they know how to get around it. The person most likely to be hurt by two-factor verification is a happy-go-lucky Joe that doesn't realize that someday your phone may not work correctly, and someday your email may disappear, and then you're it's awful. So one of the articles I was reading this morning was about where big media, they want Google to pay them $20+ million whatever agreement they can work out, for their AI stuff, where Google and these other companies are trying to train their AI like their little puppy dog. Ooh, little puppy dog, we want you to get smarter. You get online and you learn stuff, baby. You learn stuff. And the media says, stay away. We don't want you learning our stuff. We don't want you knowing our stuff. Stay away. Just raw facts, raw ideas cannot be copyrighted. That's something that the media would like you not to understand and realize. Facts, ideas, tropes cannot be copyrighted. Only the presentation of that can be copyrighted. Facts, as you present them, how you word them, how you put it down on paper, that can be copyrighted. The facts themselves that make up the backbone of what you've written, your beautiful prose, all your adjectives are wonderful, but the raw, basic facts cannot be copyrighted. Only the presentation of those facts, the presentation of those ideas. So anyway, the media, this article, we're in negotiations with Google and these other companies, and we expect to get like $20 million, whatever period they were talking about. They're not talking about giving the actual journalists that actually come up with the articles, they're out on the street coming up with those facts. They're not worried about paying them. No, they're worried about themselves. The big multinational corporations. We want to extort money out of Google. We don't really care about the people who work for us. They get that it's the backbone of our organization. We want the money, baby. We want to make sure that the people who own these companies, these hedge funds, these big hedge funds, we want to make sure that they can keep on rolling in money and having their orgies in the money, orgies in money, orgies in the money, orgies in the money, orgies in the money. That got a good ring to it. Orgies in the money. I could come up with a song. Orgies in the money, orgies in the money. So, and meanwhile, Google is saying, no, not so fast now. What we've got in mind is we are building these beautiful, wonderful tools, and we think you could use these tools to improve your organization. We want you to pay us money. Orgy in the money, orgy in the money, orgy in the money. So the big media wants Google to pay them money, and Google's got this idea, and these other companies, these other tech companies have got this idea, these media organizations, they should pay us to access our tools. But in the article, one thing they said that actually where somebody is thinking about the journalists and all is we probably need to set up a system where when people access an article, it's like a song, and the journalist will get so much money every time that article is put somewhere online. If it's done through AI, every time AI shows enough of that presentation of that article, that they should get money. But the thing is, like I said, you cannot copyright an idea. You cannot copyright a fact. That journalist can only be paid for his presentation. And what does AI do? AI repurposes the facts. They repurpose the ideas. They repurpose. It's not copyright infringement. Not copyright infringement. It's not like a song where you say, okay, this note, this. Yeah, this is close enough to that presentation. We think you got something here, honey. You can sue this artist because they stole your work. And then if it's a big label and all, and it goes into court, immediately this little guy that actually wrote the stuff, he's delusional. He thinks he writes music. He doesn't really write music. What he sent to us was garbage. It was garbage. We just threw it away. We didn't use it. Oh man! When you submit stuff to back in the old days, I don't know about now. Back in the old days, you submit stuff to certain publishing houses. It would end up in a slush pile, and part of that slush pile would end up being sent to what do they call it? I can't think of the word. But anyway, it's basically where you'll have people that will take that slush pile. They will get ideas out of that slush pile. And I can't think of what you call that, dang it. But either way, they would write books based on the slush pile and market the books, because those individual books within the slush pile might not really be any good, but they might have good parts. Just like Playing by the Sea and the Spence Guy had good parts. Just the overall book, I wish it had held up better, but it didn't, So, and when you write something, you may say, "Oh, wasn't that my idea?" And then, of course, the other side of it is sometimes lots of people have the same idea at the same time because they're all feeding off the same ecosystem. They're watching the same movies. It may not be something out of that movie, but it may be something that triggers that what if instead, and more than one person sees that what if instead, and it sinks in, it becomes an idea, and they try to exploit that idea. So you can't copyright a fact. You can't copyright an idea. You can only copyright the presentation. And also, like with pictures, it's almost like they're trying to establish this idea that it's a given that a given picture has a copyright on it. There's these internet troll companies. They pretend like they control these pictures, these photographs that's been taken by these different photographers. and that like if it shows up on your website, they can or in your video, they can cause you problems. They can try to extort money out of you. Um, but okay, so there's a celebrity on stage, and the celebrity's giving a speech, and suddenly the celebrity's dress falls off, her tits hang out, and she has this really goofy look on her face for no reason. Well, there may be a reason because what just happened. So everybody in that audience is snapping that same picture, snapping that same picture, snapping that same picture. Well, they've all taken that picture at the same time. Is that copyrightable? Okay, you can say, well, it's the same presentation. Who snapped the picture first? But the bottom line is that type of situation, the picture should not be copyrighted. It's basically public domain immediately because there's so many people with access and who can snap that picture. It's not like that artist gave a one photographer an exclusive. Now that's a different situation. If the artist gave one photographer an exclusive to take certain pictures, then that's copyrighted. But like if it's just a standing, a venue where there's lots of people, snapping pictures, none of those pictures can really be copyrighted. It's basically the same thing as a fact and an idea. There is no presentation there. The presentation belongs to the celebrity on stage. If you want to get right down to it, it's actually if they want to claim copyright, they may actually can. They might actually sue everybody in that. Give me money, orgy, money, orgy, money, orgy, money, orgy. So we all need money. You can't survive in this world without money. It's a sad situation. Well, Chuck, you need to get you a warehouse job. You need to get you a warehouse job. There's some listed in Madison. I've looked at them, actually. And I looked at the details of them. You got to lift 60 pounds. Okay, I can lift probably up to 100 pounds. I lift, feed bags and all that. The thing is, can I do it 8 hours a day? No, I'm 65 years old. My back would give out. You pretty much know that would happen. Can I do it, for say an hour, 30 minutes an hour, and then take a big break, drink. I'm so wore out. I unloaded that truck. It took me a whole hour to unload that truck. Well, it don't really take me that long, but you get the picture. I'm and I've been pitiful most of my life. It's just, But no, I can lift, 60 to 100 pounds in short spurts. But, having to do that type of work in a warehouse, over a long period of time, 12 hours a day, no, I wouldn't hold up. And I would be misrepresenting if I applied for the job and said I could hold up. I can't. Well, you could look at me. I mean, there's something going on with me, obviously. Part of it is I've been grief-stricken, obviously. I'm not saying I do. I'm not even going to go there. I'll go in there. I don't have health insurance, so I don't go to the doctor. So I have no idea. I know from my own, self-examination, I know my sugar's running too high. I know my blood pressure's running too high. I know I've had ulcerative colitis and Crohn's disease long enough that it very easily could be turning into some kind of cancer. I don't know that it has. And that's another thing. I don't have health insurance. Could I get a physical exam that some of these jobs might require? Could I even afford to get a physical exam without, but for a job that the odds are I'm not going to get? I'm not sure what direction I'm going to go. I can do web design. I can do that kind of stuff. And basically, pretty much since I was young, even before there was a gig economy, I had to operate within the gig economy. When I was young, what I did is I worked for some of the day labor, the employment things, where I would go on different job assignments. And I did that. But see, I can't even hold up to do that now. And I could do that, when when my problems were more in remission, and I could do that. Um, but I was young. I was young at that time. Um, One of my jobs was basically it was a swimming pool company, and I was riding the truck, and I'd help unload and do that. But swimming pool companies are notorious for making people mad because they never get stuff done on time. There's always weather. There's this or that. There's various reasons they never get anything done on time. They tell the person, "Oh yeah, we're gonna get this. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it," and then there's all kind of delays, holdups. And so pretty much everybody that truck was stopping at had people at the house that were angry. There are a lot of angry customers. So basically what my job was to look pretty and uh, have the people at the house cuss me out thinking I was in charge. I was the one that got cussed out all day long. And the other people just grinned about doing what they had to do. Yeah. My job was getting cussed out. And it wasn't, to be clear, it was not a disreputable swimming pool company. It was a reputable swimming pool company. It's just they had a bunch of delays, and they were trying to get it done. They were trying to get the situation straightened out. But customers are customers. They want it done like yesterday. They want it done before the day it was actually paid for and ordered. So they're angry. People are angry, especially in the area where I was living at the time, around Metro Atlanta. That's an angry area. People are angry in that area. Um, it's not a happy community. You move outside that area into a more rural area, so people are really happy and friendly and nice and cool. But in Atlanta itself, when I was growing up, no, it's not a happy community. I mean, when I was growing up, you know what the skating rink was used for? The skating rink. It's where everybody went to fight on a Saturday night. You get those pit out emotions. It didn't matter whether you liked the person or disliked the person. Let's fight. Let's fight. Let's fight. I bet I can beat you up. No, I can beat you up. I'll beat you up. No, you'll beat you. Yeah. Not a happy community. uh, the area I lived in had a lot of transplants, from other states. It was a um, I really don't know to the degree my southern accent is stronger as other people. I know I've got a southern accent, obviously, but I grew up in an area where a southern accent was not really good to have, and even though it was in Georgia, some of the when I was in grammar schools, the parents of some of the kids that have really strong, I mean, extra strong southern accents, they put them in speech therapy to lose their southern accent. um, But no, in that area you had the children of doctors, lawyers, a lot of media people in that period before they moved on up to into in Dunwoody and some of the more expensive areas. They lived in that area where I lived at. Uh, it at one point it was a fairly a rich, well-off area. A lot of the old families in that area they were wealthy, so it had that, and so the transplants just moved into that area to take advantage. Also, there was a big uh, manufacturing plant in the area that also helped feed the area. And the people that run the area, the men, they they were not the most reputable people on the face of the earth, but they knew how to get things done, and they actually run the area pretty good. And I say the people, it was not a happy community, but it wasn't because of that group of men. They were trying to create a happy community. But but no, like in the rural area, you go to the post office, the people are just as friendly and nice as they can be. Where I grew up at, you went into the post office, you might as well been walking into hell. I mean, that was the atmosphere. You just stepped from that your car, walked through that parking lot, opened that door, and you suddenly entered hell. Not friendly at all. No friendly people there. And maybe it was partly me. I was sick at the time. And maybe my body language, just invited that behavior back. Maybe it wasn't the community. Maybe it was me. You know. Yeah, Chuck, you win that skating ring and you cause brawls. You cause people to fight. You should be ashamed of yourself. So, anyways, Google's making money. Elite Media, I don't know to the degree that they're still making money. I'm not going to research it. I may research it for another video, but I'm not going to research it now. I know I'm having trouble making money online. And there again, it could be me, not, there may be lots of money to be made online. I'm just having trouble, making money online. I don't know. I've been doing it a long time. I was with that Amazon affiliate program going back to 2001. And I'm still officially part of it. I just can't update my information to get the money out of it. So, if I can't get my money out of it, I'm not going to keep promoting it. I can't figure out how to straighten out the problem. I can't straighten out the problem. And it's not a huge, don't misunderstand, it's not a huge amount of money. It's not really. If it was, I would be talking to a lawyer right now if it was a huge amount of money, but it's not worth that. At some point, there may be a class action lawsuit over the way Amazon's handling all that stuff, though. There could easily be a class action lawsuit against Amazon over their just the way they handle themselves with that situation. If they're doing a lot of people like that, I don't know whether a lot of people have that kind of problem or not. I don't know. Anyway, much thanks for watching and listening. I do appreciate it. Thank you, and hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button. Nobody's watching at this point. They've already cut off the video. I'm sad now. I'm sad. Okay. Much thanks for watching and listening. I do appreciate it.